Alright, this is 48 Conklai coming back at you again. Today I have something that I've been kind of working towards for a while. Obviously you see here I have a Glock on the table. This is my Glock 40 Gen 4. So something that I got that I've really wanted for quite a while is a red dot sight for it. It's been a long time coming. It's kind of been my main goal with this pistol, but I decided to go with, there's a lot of options out there, but I kind of have a hard time spending way too much money on what I feel for a sight that is kind of an accessory at best. It's not like you can't use the pistol without it. Like a lot of rifles and stuff, bolt actions, they don't even have an option for iron sights. So obviously you'd want to get a scope that would work well with it. As far as these go, they're definitely an add-on, but they do add a lot. And that's why I purchased a Burris FastFire 3. This is with the 3 MOA dot. Well, here, let me open up this. There's a few empty casings in there. Let me verify that the firearm is unloaded, which it is. No, don't need to do that. So there we see it attached to the to the Glock 40 MOS sight. That's kind of why I picked up the Glock 40, was to be able to obviously use the sight mounting options here for the modular optics system. Why did I go with the Burris FastFire? I was kind of torn. There's the Trijicon RMRs, the loophole Delta points. Those are, you're talking $400, $500, if not more. And it's like, heck, for the gun, I paid like the lowest $700, like $719 for this pistol as it was. And I just didn't want to sink that much money. I mean, maybe I have the wrong train of thought, but I'm not counting on it for like a high-end competition shooting, which I tend to think that the RMR and the Delta sights tend to be geared towards. The FastFire obviously works. I mean, you can see on the package here, they have it mounted to a Beretta in a competition setting. And there's a backup there for a rifle system. And it is a nice, it's nice to have a sight, but the Burris, I compared it to, I ruled out anything real cheap. Although I see NC Star is putting one out that's real cheap that is supposed to be able to work on Glocks in this 2017 year. And maybe I'll try something like that down the line just to try, because it's supposed to be fairly cheap. But I bought this for around $230. I think you can get them a little cheaper just depending on where you go. Mine came with the Picatinny rail, which is only like a $10 option, I believe, because I wanted the option to be able to mount it to other guns. This has one button. It's not auto on. It doesn't have any of those sensors, which I kind of preferred. You ain't gonna be able to see. You won't be able to see anything. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, not too bad. I haven't had it sighted in 100% yet, but there's a couple different brightness settings that you scroll through. As you can see, it kind of, the dot that gets a little less bright. Oh, that's even. It's even lighter, and then it's off again. But I didn't want to have all the extra techno mumbo jumbo on it. I just wanted a simple button to press when I needed it. I'm going to use this for whitetail deer hunting, and I am a member of the GSSF, so maybe down the line somewhere in there. But I just wanted something simple. and this offered it. I was looking at the Vortex Venom, and that looked like a nice sight. But one thing I noticed was, for my use anyways, the glass reticle here was not really reticle, but the glass piece here was a little bit bigger in my mind on the Burris than on the Venom. The Venom was more slow or rounded over on the corners and stuff, so I just think you get a little bit more view with the red dot in this sight. We can open up the box here, and a couple things it comes with are some mounting screws. These mounting screws only really work with the Picatinny rail here, and so you're not going to use those to mount them with the Glock. The screws that come with the Glock work just fine in that. Comes with an Allen key, which fit these screws. Comes with a nice little screwdriver for doing the adjustments on the windage and elevation, which, like I said, I need to do a little bit more on that, but it is fully adjustable. And then it comes with kind of a little hood. This hood, one thing to note, at least on the Glock 40 here, will not fit with the rear sight on. It'll catch on the back there. I don't know about other Glock pistols, but this might be something only used on different platforms. But I mean, it's nice that they threw it on there. Threw it in there with the package. Options are always a good thing to me. As I said, it takes your standard batteries that all these use. Was it the CR? That doesn't say on there. I believe it's like the CR123 or something like that. There's no. Well, I guess they're okay. Well, there is a automatic brightness sensor to adjust the brightness, but it's not an automatic on. So you still have to hit the on switch, but it'll adjust the brightness if you're in a real highlight situation. I guess it'll do that, but I didn't really notice it doing, I guess. Guess the time I've shot this, it went right into it, and something I really didn't notice. But it mounts up there nice, as far as, like I said, on a Glock platform. It has a good, it centers on the pistol nice. The overall size is nice. It's made out of aluminum, so it's pretty rigid. I don't think you can beat it too bad unless you drop it like right on the lens there. And you can put the battery in through the top, which some of them, like some of the cheaper ones, go through the bottom. And it just mounts with these two screws here, as you can see there. Yeah, it's a nice little sight, and I have high hopes for it on this pistol platform. As far as now, I would think that it's a good buy for the money. I think it's a pretty well established system. You can get the FastFire 2 quite cheaper. I've seen them for about $179. They're a little wider on the, like the power button kind of bumps out here a little bit, and some other different settings and stuff. But the FastFire 3 is the newest iteration. I'm sure they'll have more, but it's been pretty successful so far. I chose the 3 MOA sight because I'm looking for longer ranges. Definitely want a smaller dot on there. If you're going to be doing a lot of competition shooting up close, then you're going to kind of want to look at maybe an 8 MOA is what I believe they have offered in this as well. But as far as deer hunting out to 50 yards or something is what I'm hoping with this. The 3 MOA is a must. But yeah, so this is the Burris FastFire 3, and I think it looks really nice on there. It doesn't match that Glock finish. It's not made to, but it looks good. Yeah. But yeah, overall, just dropped a little bit on there, so, and took that fine. So One thing I noticed was you got to make sure you get these tight. You don't want to over torque the screws, but if you don't get them down, you even want to think about using a little bit of blue Loctite because they will jiggle loose. But that's about the only observation I've seen with it. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll be sure to post some updates, long term. But other than that, that's the Burris FastFire 3.